No Gravity Kernel of version 4.5 running on Android 13 for Poco iPhone. So let's see how to install this kernel and overclock our device. So at the very beginning we need some files. So navigating to this Telegram channel, you will see that this is that channel, and also you just have to navigate inside the feeds. So over here you will see this notification from the No Gravity Kernel, where you will see this is of version 4.5 and all the links which you actually need for download the files. To download the kernel zip, you just have to click on download and you will be redirected to the Pling website, where scrolling down you just have to click on the files and download the kernel zip, which is of version SE. Make sure that you download the SE version, that is system.exe, as that's what Poco F1 is supported. So in my case I am not downloading this because I have already downloaded and stored in my internal storage. So simply you just have to click and the download will start apparently. Once it's done, you just have to go back to this Telegram channel, and inside it you just have to click on the support. After clicking on support, you just have to scroll upside down and you will see that there is a notification from a bot where you will see that there is a link to the NGK application. So clicking on that, you will be redirected to a website where you will see all the uploads of the NGK kernel application. From here, the very first one is the one which is the latest build. You just have to click on it and download the latest build of the APK, which is the NGK application. Once you go to the website, you just have to scroll down and click on generate download link. Once you do that, the download link will be generated and you will be able to download. When you will get the download link, so once the link gets generated, it will start getting downloaded. Again, I am not downloading this as again I have already downloaded and stored in my internal storage. So now moving on further, once you downloaded all the files, so you will see all these files are the ones which we actually need. This is the images, the kernel, and also the NGK application. I will link all these files in the description box below, so you do not need to worry about it. So now let's move back, and now the very first step of installation is that you have to boot to the recovery. So clicking on it and let's boot our device to recovery. Once we boot, now you just have to click on install, navigate to the folder where we have stored all our required files. So clicking on it, this is this folder and you will see this NGK zip. After clicking on this, you just have to install this. The very first boot, you just have to install this kernel zip and then you have to boot back to the system. So as you can see, the zip is getting installed and now it's done. Once this operation is completed, you just have to go back, and after that you just have to boot into the system. So clicking on back, reboot, and now click on system itself. So here our ROM is getting booted into system, and now fast forward to the system. So now you will see that our ROM has been successfully booted, and now let's check that as our kernel has been flashed. So moving to the about phone section, you will see that in the kernel information, you will see that the No Gravity Kernel of version 4.5 has been successfully flashed. With that said, the very first and crucial step of installing the kernel has been done. Now the second step is again we just have to boot into the recovery of our phone. So now clicking on the reboot option and now rebooting back to the recovery. So once again our phone has been booted into recovery, and this time you just have to click on install and you have to install the Magisk zip. So in my case I am just installing the old version of Magisk because that's also fine if the latest one is not working. So you just have to click on the Magisk and now you just have to swipe, and you will see that the Magisk zip is getting the flash. Once the Magisk is flashed successfully, Again, you just have to boot to the system. It will take a minute, so wait for it. So over here the Magisk zip has been flashed successfully. Now you just have to go back and now reboot to the system. Now our phone is getting rebooted to system, and now fast forward to the main part. Now once the phone is booted, you will see this weird logo which is resembled as the Magisk file. You just have to click on it and click on OK. This will let the Magisk to install the APK file, from where you can just be able to operate all the Magisk operations. So this step is the crucial one. After clicking on OK, this might take some seconds to get the APK downloaded and installed on your device, so wait for that. Now it's getting downloaded and automatically it will show the option to install it on your device. So here you just have to click on settings, and now you just have to allow from the unknown source and click on OK. So over here you will see Magisk application is visible, which says that the Magisk has been successfully flashed. So our second task of installing NGK kernel is done, and that's something really good. Now the next step is that you just have to go to the files, and now over here you will see in our folder there is one more file left which is yet to be done, that is the NGK kernel application. So in that case you just have to click on the APK and install it like you install the other APK files. So installing the NGK application is done, but to get it work we just have to move to the Magisk manager. Clicking on that, you just have to enable super user for the NGK kernel application.